Russia's war-driven economy is so hot that the World Bank upgraded it to a high-income country.
Here's a summary of the article.
Russia's economy has defied sanctions in the 2 years since Moscow invaded Ukraine in February 2022, so much so that the World Bank is now classifying Russia as a high-income country. On Monday, the World Bank announced it has upgraded Russia from an upper-middle-income country to a high-income country, according to a report from the financial institution's economists. Economic activity in Russia was influenced by a large increase in military-related activity in 2023, World Bank economists wrote in their report. The World Bank's upgrade confirms reports from Russia that suggest the growth is primarily driven by wartime activities that generate demand for military goods and services, making some sectors winners in Russia's wartime economy. While Ukraine's economy was significantly impaired by Russia's invasion, real growth in 2023 was driven by construction activity, reflecting a sizable increase in investment spending supporting Ukraine's reconstruction effort in the wake of ongoing destruction, the World Bank added. In all, the World Bank upgraded the classification of 7 countries this year and downgraded just 1 country, West Bank and Gaza. The conflict in the Middle East began in October 2023, and while the impact on West Bank and Gaza was limited to the fourth quarter, its scale was nonetheless sufficient to lead to a 9.2% drop in nominal GDP, the World Bank economists wrote.
This post received a score of 12,000, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
There is an economic thought experiment where you ask if breaking a window increases a county's GDP. You'll need to make a new one and install it, which in fact does. This is practically what a war economy does. It looks great on paper, until you either look at the total government balance, or think a moment about the opportunity costs involved. And this is all without mentioning the loss of a generation of young men, and the horrors of war the survivors will be dealing for decades to come, win or lose.
You cannot replace the dead working-age men from this war. In the end, the dead are dead, and a country already choked by shrinking demographics will only plunge further, having sent its youth to the grinder.
Russia could take in Syrian refugees to compensate. Ukraine will sadly deal with the same problem though. Hopefully we'll keep helping them recover from the war once it will eventually end, assuming that it doesn't devolve into some WW3 madness.
I thought they were taking Ukrainian refugees. For the first time since 2013, New Jersey residents are being treated to the city's biggest fireworks celebration this July 4th. The 10,000 free tickets Mayor Eric Adams was offering have all been claimed, but a number of venues from the High Line to Hudson Yards are selling fancy $100 plus tickets to their rooftop parties and viewing points. There are still plenty of places to take in the great views for free, no tickets required. Where did you learn this?
The ICC issued a warrant against some Ruski cunt for exactly this. Can't remember her name.
Her name is Maria Alexandrovna Lvova-Belova. Same warrant for Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin, which ruined his diplomatic style since he would be arrested on landing in so many countries.
This article doesn't really get into the significant negatives that arise from war economies over the long term in the modern era. After all, streamlining every sector of your economy towards a war that will ultimately devour products, lives in exchange for nothing is not sustainable. Only reason why it worked centuries ago is because after wins the winner could take gold, resources, spice, etc. and sell it at significant profits.
Well, it doesn't need a genius to see the problem with an economy that builds its high wages on war economy. Try building a house with guns, or try building a factory in a nation where all the street workers build tanks. With each year the infrastructure, the machines, the houses and just everything will fall apart more. I am not even sure what they plan about the planes, since Airbus and Boeing don't deliver any parts anymore.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to Speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.